everybody. Welcome to Office Hours with Lula. I'm Lula Martinez. I've basically been showing homes and hosting open houses since the womb. I knew my mom's cell phone number before I even knew how to write, 619945137. It's literally burned into my brain. When I was 2 weeks old, I was door knocking, inviting people to open houses. True. I brought my mom a lot of baby luck. Today, I'm interviewing my mom, Orange County Realtor Kellie Martinez, to find out what being a real estate agent is actually like. So if you're a new agent, listen up, because I've seen things. Okay, Kellie, are you ready?
I'm ready-ish.
First question, have you ever gotten a closing gift from a client?
Yes, but I'll say this, and I never expect them, and it's always a surprise because it's not the norm. The best gift is always a referral for like their friends or family that are looking to tell them to work with me. That is like the best. And I've saved every thank you card I've ever gotten. Words are so meaningful.
Okay, but that's the nice answer. What was your favorite gift? The real one.
Okay, fair. Let's talk favorites. Do you remember when we went to Olive Garden and then to the movies last year? That was actually a closing gift. She thought of our whole family, and that meant so much. And then, do you remember when we drove from San Diego across country to Charleston? We practically lived at Starbucks. That is because one of my clients gave me 6 $100 gift cards to Starbucks.
I remember that trip. You're like, we're not paying for Starbucks the entire drive.
Exactly. And then there was the meow family. I bonded with the wife over making up cat words during the transaction. It's like one time I said, write meow, and she just caught on. And every time we talked, we just kept saying meow words. And I even got her son kitten stickers at closing. Well, that transaction was a lot for me behind the scenes. She didn't even know that. So the timing of her gift was really special. And it was, are you ready for this? A full spa day, like a facial, shoulder massage, the works. I had never had anything like that, and it was so thoughtful.
So your favorite gift was self-care?
Yes, you're 100%.
Okay, next. What's the most offers you've ever gotten on a listing?
Okay, the most offers I've ever gotten on a listing was 35 offers.
35? No way. Explain yourself.
Okay, so it was the craziest part of the market. Offers were flying everywhere. Everyone was panicked. Everyone moving at this lightning speed. But the coolest part of all the offers, the seller didn't choose the highest and technically the best or safest offer. He went with the one offer out of all 35 that was from a veteran. So they had like a loan, it's a VA loan, which isn't always like the preferred loan when you have choices. And they went with that one because they wanted to help a veteran. And even with the 35 offers and all the counters and craziness that went on, not one of the offers went above a certain price. Do you know what that means? What does that mean?
It's like, you know what, next?
What that means is the market literally spoke. It's like 35 people wanted this house, but not one of them would go above this one number. So the market literally spoke to us. But it was a cool story.
That sounds stressful.
Oh, it was, but it was worth it.
Next question. What houseplants would you never give a client who has a dog?
Oh my gosh. So great question. Lilies, sago palms, aloe, those are all very toxic for dogs. Do you remember that one time Chino took a tiny little nibble out of a sago palm? And what happened?
He went in the backyard and foam.
Yeah, foam just coming out of his mouth. Poor guy was like close to death, all from a tiny little bite. So you have to get the safe ones, which are spider plants, basil, and parsley.
Good, because we don't need the dogs acting dramatic.
No, definitely don't.
What's the worst thing you've ever walked into on closing day?
My seller signed her paperwork early. It was great. Then went totally missing, which was very stressful because the buyer needed to do their final walkthrough. We needed to arrange the keys. So we ended up going to the house and she left so much stuff. It was almost like she just got overwhelmed and was like, I can't handle this, and just dipped out. Dipped out, Lou. So Daddy and I came in and it was all cat stuff, cat beds, cat toys, cat furniture. And you know I'm allergic to cats.
Oh yeah, your eyes get all puffy.
Super puffy. So your dad and I had to basically go in like a cat cleanup crew, but we got it handled in a few hours so the buyers could walk into a somewhat clean but cat-free home.
You should have gotten hazard pay.
Girl, tell me about it.
Okay, next question. Has anyone ever lied to you?
Oh my gosh, so many, but I have a crazy story and it just recently happened. Soon after we moved to Orange County, one time I had a new client. They were looking at, I think it was like a $23 million property and a $10 million property. And I was so excited. They sent proof of funds, the listing agent approved it. It was a tended showing, so listing agent accompanies us. They showed up super late with Starbucks in their hand, looking like they just woke up. Meanwhile, the listing agents who were trying to rush to their next appointment were not happy with us. The showing actually went well. They even bonded. The listing agent and the buyer bonded over cars. But then we leave that house. We're outside. I'm learning more about them. And they tell me this dramatic story. It gave me goosebumps. They told me about their previous agent stealing their money and getting the FBI involved, and the FBI raided their house and they're now in jail. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Sounds fake.
Well, I believed it for a quick second. Long story short, we later found out it was indeed fake. The agent they named never met them, said they tried to see one of his listings with sketchy proof of funds. My bad. Months later, another agent calls me because those same people were trying to see a listing of theirs and told them a story about their past agent, Kellie Martinez, who stole from them, and the FBI raided her house and she is now in prison. Me. And I was like, no. And then I met someone related to one of them who finally gave me the real backstory on that couple. And that goes down in history.
So basically, they lied.
Oh, they lied. They lied professionally.
All right, if you weren't a real estate agent, what would you be?
Oh my gosh. Could I be a professional vacationer? No. I feel like I would be a pet influencer momager. Have multiple streams of income. Cute outfits for the dogs, just relaxing with my fur babies, and 0 people asking me to find lock boxes.
Honestly, that tracks. Okay, that is it for this episode of Office Hours with Lula. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back next time with more questions from my mom, Realtor Kellie Martinez. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. See you next time. Bye!